Bonathil on Lucio, Kusan Anna, Cool Matt gonna run Zarya, IDDQD gonna be using that Mei, who's been so prominent throughout the weekend, and then Stoop is gonna be on that Reinhardt. EnVy on the attack. I'm really looking to see what Taimu and Tailspin have up their sleeves for this matchup. Obviously, you know, with all three control points coming into it, it's gonna be very interesting.
Always excited to see what those two have to provide for us here as the engagement begins. And now it's going to be time for this one to unfold before our very eyes. I'm pumped because I think that this one could very well go the distance. We may be sitting here for a long time, X. Chips, though, looking to see if he can support as best he can and putting himself in a position that's going to keep him away from any of the sights of the Fnatic members. But here comes EnVy, though, with authority, as they're now just going to try and push him back as soon as they possibly can. You also have that Reaper just pushing up. That's Tailspin being a pain in the neck. But now Taimu just looking around, and he has no one there to support him. Beautiful flash, though, but look at the way that they are just flooding him. And they finally take him out, but he builds a significant amount of ultimate charge, 95% for him. That could come out really well in this next one.
Oh, I mean, he's very close to the Deadeye. He's going to have it in the next fight. Chips has that nano boost. You're looking at Harry, 70% close to that sound barrier. EnVy in a good spot in regards to ults, but Fnatic in an even better spot. You're going to have IDDQD with the Blizzard, Cool Matt, Kusa, and Soup, all with their ultimate abilities. They should be able to get another stop.
This next fight is going to be a light show. Let's see who's going to draw first, though. That's the question. And you see just so much activity going right over that wall, though. Chips taking significant damage. And now here we go. It's actually going to be a nano-boosted Zarya. And Internet Hope just gets pinned against the wall, and that is going to be dealt with immediately. So good work there. Fnatic just swinging away. They're going to clear this one out. Vods, he had Tailspin's number, and he closes him out. And that is yet another defensive stop here. All the ults for EnVyUs were used. They have nothing left there in their ult bank. But now Fnatic, they have a good initiation tool with Cool Matt's Graviton Surge.
Yeah, and Kusa going to hold on to that nano, see when he likes to bring it out. Probably going to use it on Vods. They've been so dominant with that strategy thus far through the weekend, and IDDQD has that Blizzard. You're going to see that come out most likely when EnVy is going to use their nano. So when you want to stop the opposing team's nano, your best abilities would be your Blizzard and your Earth Shatter, and actually you're going to see the Graviton of Fnatic used right there, and they get nothing for it.
Yeah, I don't know what was the deal there. It seems to happen pretty close by, but Bud's now going to move in and gets dropped immediately. That was going to be courtesy of an Earth Shatter there, and Fnatic clear them yet again, and you have Harry Hook in a really bad position here. He wants to get to his teammates. Internet Hope, though, he drops the Graviton Surge, and look at the Bio Nade, does not allow them to heal, and because of that, despite that I should say, they still managed to come out on top. EnVy has to back away for the time being, but still though, they didn't really lose all that much from that Graviton Surge perhaps, but they're building ults pretty quick here.
And EnVy in those situations, usually just like maybe they get a kill at the end there and they're able to bend the other team. Eventually they get them to break, but right there, Fnatic, nobody drops on their side. Cool Matt picks up 2, and he's gonna have the Graviton back yet again, as they have looked so good here in the first half. 53 seconds left for EnVy's attack.
Yeah, actually, Cool Matt is a player that I'm going to want to keep an eye on here because I'm really curious on what happened with that Graviton Surge last time, but it seems like that won't matter this time around, and he saw that Bio Nade go down, and that is going to assist them greatly. Bonathil, Cool Matt, everything is just going in Fnatic's favor. They get the clear yet again, and this has just been the Fnatic show thus far. EnVy has not found a way to crack their shield.
And with 25 seconds left, it's going to be Internet Hulk at 90% charge close to that Graviton. They do have the nano. Coco very close to the Earth Shatter, but Fnatic has a lot of ults to deal with, and here comes the EnVy Assault.
They were hoping to be able to separate, which I think they were able to, but a nano-boosted Coco pushing in. Vods manages to pick up 4 off screen, and Coco's going to be in a world of hurt. That is going to be curtains for him. 2 seconds left on the clock. Harry Hook, try again later, and that is going to be a full stop for Fnatic against this very game EnVyUs roster.
Oh, and we were going to talk about IDDQD, like how good he was in the previous one. Bud's there at the end. Just Reaper is his thing, man. He has been so dominant with him all weekend long. Right there, shuts down the push of EnVy.
And you know, one of the things that has been fun to keep track of for myself personally as I cast this game has been the timer above, right? And you just dive into these battles and you see the time that is wasted there. And just as you think maybe EnVy has just one more opportunity, just not going to happen. Fnatic did brilliant work, and funny story here, right after the game that they just had against NRG, I ran into Cool Matt, and we were chatting for a little bit, and I asked him, you know, hey, when was the last time you guys played Envy? And he was like, oh, Atlantic Showdown, I believe, because they hadn't actually played in any weeklies or anything like that since then. And then I said, well, you know, I mean, that was quite a while ago. How do you feel going into this one? And he literally says, well, you know, I think it's our turn now. So I think he is holding up to that one for sure.
And I mean, the meta has changed so much since then, right? I mean, you go back and watch Atlantic Showdown, and then you watch some of the matches from this, and it just seems like a completely different game and environment. And
okay, I'm with it.
All right.
I respect the hustle.
How about it?
Yeah, you know, Symmetra, for those of you guys who don't know and just joining in the stream for the first time here, is a hero that is known mostly on the defensive side because of her ultimate ability, which actually is a teleporter that allows her teammates to get back into the action as soon as possible. And also, let's not forget the things that she's putting up there are turrets. She also provides a shield buff for her teammates. And that shield buff, you would see everyone have little shades of blue, right? Because that shield buff is so critical, can help out a lot. 6 sentries are out for Symmetra. I don't think they know what they're going to be expecting.
No, and you know, shields obviously work a little bit different than armor. Armor does not regenerate, the shields do, so always keep that in mind. And they are running a Junkrat as well on Tailspin, so Junkrat is very good at spamming these chokes and putting down tons of damage.
And I wonder if they, I mean, I believe, if I want to say here, IDDQD did push in, so he experienced the turrets and did make that call out. And that's going to be another worry here for Fnatic as they push in, because they know that Internet Hulk's going to want to throw down that teleporter, because they need this teleporter, because they have no points on the board, Envy, so they want to try and stop them. Taimu comes in clutch with 3, and they eliminated one of the turrets here, but the teleporter is down. And I want to see exactly where it is, because that is what never mind.
It's already gone.
IDDQD went for it. Brilliant. Brilliant play.
Yeah, when IDDQD is atop, he can actually hear the sound of Symmetra placing the teleporter down, knew exactly where it was in the location. And Envy, you know, once that teleporter drops, now, I mean, they really have no sustainability. I mean, Ana is their solo healer right now, so it's going to be very difficult for them to survive these long fights.
This is going to be a tough one. I respect the hustle. I appreciate the play that they were trying to make here. You know, but maybe by eliminating some of their supports, this could work out for them. And IDDQD from behind, we didn't get to see it, but he does get a triple. And you know what? The thing about IDDQD, he has just been such a factor, and look at him strafing. But Harry Hook has other plans here, and he uses his whole hog, but he should be able to get this one back here. Not sure if that's what he wanted to do, but you know what, though? It doesn't really matter all that much in the long run, because with how much the action's going down, he might be able to accrue this one really quick.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think they were so worried about IDDQD just hanging out behind him. Vods picking up a bunch, and that should be it. I mean, just a crazy performance from Vods there, pushing Envy all the way back. It's going to be Fnatic taking the point and taking map number 1.
Unbelievable. Fnatic has come to play, people. They win this one 1-0 after a full hold on EnVyUs. And there was so much to break down from that game. There was, you know, obviously the Symmetra play. There was IDDQD in the back lines. There was Vods with that incredible triple. I honestly, though, have to toss the favor to IDDQD. This guy has just been incredible. Honestly, if you're Fnatic, you're just like, oh, I'm so glad you're on my team right now.
Well, I also think, too, you kind of look at Fnatic and their playstyle throughout. It's just been, like, you know, really focused on, like, their ult economy and just their patience, right? I mean, they're not afraid to, like, go in and I don't want to say they know they're going to lose a team fight, but the goal is not to exactly win it. It's to bait the other team's ults out, you know, get the advantage, then strike the next time. Envy, I mean, they've just been extremely coordinated with aggression. They're just going to try and muscle over you. Did not work there against Fnatic. It's like ZP was saying, you know, Fnatic does not really have a weakness. It's going to be very difficult for Envy. They're not going to be able to just kind of use that brute force and just break in like they were earlier.
I mean, one could argue, I believe ZP said that, you know, neither of these teams really have weaknesses, but, you know, one could argue that maybe aggression, you know, played against Envy in this case because of how Fnatic plays so calculated. And this play from Vods is just like, you know, he gets the teleporter. Internet Hulk was like, yes, we got another one. Just couldn't do anything with it because Vods is pretty much just on you. But I don't know. I mean, what do you think, X?
Well,
like, you think that could have been a weakness for them, or it was just Fnatic?
I mean, look, with how Envy's attack was in the first half, they needed to just try something like drastic in the second half, and they go with the Symmetra. Ana is your only healer at that point, and then obviously you're going to try the Junkrat. And it just did not work out. I mean, they needed to try something drastic. It just didn't work in their favor. Fnatic takes map number 1. I'm interested to see what EnVy is going to go with the pick in map number 2. I mean, obviously the maps left in the pool would be Dorado, Ilios, Lijiang Tower, and Nepal. It's going to be a very interesting choice.
And again, just highlights from this map because there have been plenty, and they have come from Fnatic. Cool map, by the way. In that defensive phase for them, had some incredible plays, and there was Vods. He just picks up 4. And Vods, I think that was like the really fun part for us too in day 1, because we saw just really the Vods doing what he does best, and one of the reasons why players and fans alike just really enjoy watching this guy play competitive Overwatch. Then you have IDDQD just doing work in the back line, and really it just boiled down to excellent coordination on Fnatic's part.
Yeah, I mean, EnVy can usually just, I mean, their 2 DPS players are just amazing. They don't deal with, the firepower that this Fnatic team can put out. And then obviously everybody else in Fnatic's so, mechanically sound. And the next map is actually going to be Lijiang Tower. So really interested to see how these teams play on this one. EnVy, we talk about their aggression. I don't know in control point if you can play as, patient as we see Fnatic usually play. Really just kind of bank those ultimates. Because I feel like, control point obviously a completely different beast and payload.
Well, yeah, but remember what our analysts said, right? They felt like control favors Fnatic a little bit more here. Whereas in the last series, when EnVyUs went up against Cloud9, we had pretty much a majority payload maps, right?
Yeah.
So because of that, that favored EnVy a bit more. That's a pushing map. That's an opportunity for EnVy to get in your face and cause problems. I think that, honestly, this is really hard to call. Like, this could go either way, but EnVy chose this one, so clearly they knew that they are...
Yeah,
go ahead.
It's like if EnVy felt that way, the same way that we were talking about with the analysis segments, they would have went with Dorado, right?
Very true. Very true.
They got to feel really confident in their control point to go with Lijiang here.
Yeah, you're right. Lijiang is going to be our next one. Everyone, if you're just joining us, this is the America's final between Fnatic and EnVy, with the winner moving on to our Friday Grand Finals, where they will face off against the winner of the European region. That will be aired live on TBS. So make sure you guys tune in for that one. But we are all set and ready to go for Game 2, which will be on Lijiang, as we get ready for our first portion of this map. For those of you guys who have not seen this before, maybe new to competitive Overwatch, again, allow us to remind you how this works, because once you capture, the game doesn't end. You actually go to another round where you play a different position on the map, and that happens in a best-of-5 format. So you have to win 3 of the 5 in order for you to claim a victory here. This initial skirmish, too, is going to be for control of the point, but you have not been able to capture it just yet because the point's not unlocked.
Yeah, and EnVy is going to go with 3 tanks. They're going to have Taimu on this Roadhog. We see him do some fantastic things with him throughout the weekend. Great hooks, nice shots there on IDDQD. His 2 kills in favor of EnVy. So it's going to be Taimu making his way back towards the point. It's going to be Fnatic just trying to stay alive. It's going to be a nano boost onto Reinhardt. You see Stoop. He goes swinging away. He's able to take out Coco. Now trying to make his way back towards the point. And it's going to be Vods in there with him. And Fnatic picks up some kills, and they're able to get control of the point first.
That's right. They pick up kills, and they pick up a couple ultimates. They're going to have 4 as well. Vonethil's going to get the sound barrier in a little bit. Harry Hook as well for EnVy. They're going to have some ults in just a little bit. So this is going to become quite the fight here. I'm expecting Coco, once he gets Graviton Surge, to be able to push up and initiate, though. But Cool Matt, he has other plans. There goes the big bang, and it's able to find 2. IDDQD, good stuff there. But Harry Hook and the crew just doing everything they can to keep each other alive. IDDQD just maintaining his presence inside of the point here and having to back away because he realizes this is not going to end well. The blue team is on the way, but he's contesting this, and there comes Winston.
Yeah, right over the top, and it was just a matter of time, right? I mean, Harry gets in, he's just strafing back and forth, just toying with IDDQD at that moment, and EnVy gets control of the hill, and let's see how they're going to play this, if they're going to play a little bit aggressive, because they do have ult advantage right now. You have Chips with his Nano, Coco with the Graviton, and Harry and Tailspin with his ultimates as well. Taimu's actually just got his whole hog, so EnVy is fully stacked
Fnatic, though, will have Custa's nano boost with Ana, so look out for that one. But Coco, though, as soon as they feel like the fight's going to get a little hairy, he's going to drop down that Graviton Surge. And there you see it right there. Here it comes, though. You have the Roadhog going whole hog, and Chips backing away. But that's not going to do much for him because you have Cool Matt and the crew just in their face. Needless to say, though, that is going to be Fnatic with that capture, and they're going to continue to add on to the score here. First to 100 as well.
Yeah, but Fnatic did have to burn a lot of ultimates to do that, and Envy, they're still able to hold on to the sound barrier. They were able to hold on to the nano, and Tailspin still has his pulse bomb. So some nice things for Envy to work with here to try and break.
Yeah, and we are now going to see that nano boost out there as well. Vods, though, he is just really pounding them with those Hellfire shotguns. One person's going to be inside of the point, but they did their job. They were able to take out 3 of them for their troubles, and there's going to be just a lone Tailspin there. Internet Hulk realizing that this was not going to work out and decides to get back into a spawn cycle at the very least with Tailspin here. And this, you know, they're going to prepare for their next attack because they have to do so right now. They have one good push here, potentially maybe 2, depending on how things go.
Yeah, I mean, depending on how fast this fight goes, right? You're going to see Vods. He's going to get nanoed as Reaper. It's something we've seen all weekend.
Oh, nice hook.
Nice hook there from Taimu. It's going to be a kill apiece. Harry Hook's going to get in the kill feed as well. He's going to pick up 1. And Envy bringing the fight towards the point.
That was a really, really well-coordinated fight there. I liked what Taimu did, and you know his hooks have been incredible today. He was in that in their last matchup against Cloud9. He was all over them. Surefour just could not get away from those hooks. So again, this looks really good for Envy at 99% for Fnatic. They're able to flip this one, but if you look there at the ultimate bank, who's going to be, you know, in the advantageous position? One could say Fnatic because they're going to have Custa with Nano in just a little bit, and Vods with that Death Blossom.
Oh yeah, you expect that combo to come in, right? But it's going to be Tailspin though, picking up 1. Taimu with another. See Internet Hulk doing a nice job just putting down fire, just being so aggressive on Winston, just putting down tons of damage on all the players of Fnatic.
Good clear.
Very nice clear for Envy, as now all the pressure switches over to Fnatic.
Yeah, and you know, you mentioned before that Envy is the kind of team that, you know, likes to play collected and plan things out. And I think in that particular case, you know, they realize, hey, you know what, we have ult advantage, but let's not waste it right now. We have time, we can get in there, and if we get 1 good clear and a cap, we will win. It doesn't matter by how much we win. All that matters is that we win. There goes the sound barrier, though, and also the speed coming out. Oh my goodness. You are going to have Vods with a stop there. Gets a triple as well. IDDQT in the back. Tailspin, though, and Taimu just keeping IDDQT really at bay. Vods tries to move in there, and despite the triple, that could very well be it. Envy is going to get control of this yet again, and we're right back where we were before. They were able to flip it through all that commotion. And unless Cool Matt's able to get in here, drags him right into the point. He's going to be in there. Maybe a Graviton Surge as well, knowing that there's going to be a lot of members. And if you walk through that door, you're going to get stopped. Taking out Tracer was going to be important as well. Here comes Cool Matt. Can he get the Roadhog? He's able to pick off Taimu. Now it's going to be a Zarya v Zarya matchup. And a Zarya that's going to be nano boosted to boot. Can his supports keep him alive? That's not going to happen, though. And it looks like this is going in the favor of Envy. But you never know in comp Overwatch where this is going to unfold. Vods, though, with the clear, and that is a victory for EnVyUs. We're going to another round here.
Oh man, and it was such a big comeback for Envy. I mean, you know, Fnatic goes up 99 to like 45, and Envy then gets control of the point yet again, and they hold on from there. But this is just the beginning of that map.
The fight toward the end there, Fnatic's second to last fight was so intense that when that point flipped, there was so much activity going on. You know that Fnatic was just like, we have to get back in there, or Envy was like, we have to get back in there as soon as possible. And just them being able to fight that off, despite Vods picking off a triple, was really impressive. So Envy hold off strong here as we get ready for our second round of play. Here we go. Let's see how this works out on either side. Fnatic want to put one on the board.
See, I know comp's relatively the same from the first point to the second point. It's going to be Tailspin here on Tracer, trying to just do some damage. Players come over the bridge, getting some nice shots. Almost taking out Vods there. Vods going to have to fall back as IDDQT behind him. Tailspin just trying to stay alive here.
Yeah, and Tailspin saw that the opponent IDDQD move in with the identical character, realizing, oh, I don't know if this is a battle I want to fight with the health that I have. And it's just a matter of Tailspin doing everything he can to just apply applicable damage, gets that one, and he knocks out the support. So that is going to be a significant loss here. If he's able to take out the Lucio as well, and Harry Hook will go down for him, so that is going to be unfortunate, but they are going to be able to get one, and just look at Vonethil staying alive. Finally, they clear him out, and they're going to be able to flip this one. Fnatic didn't get much for that.
Oh, I mean, it was really Tailspin able to stay alive there at the beginning, right? I mean, just give himself the opportunity to potentially get that pulse bomb off, takes out one of the opposing team's support, and then Envy just flies in, and they get control of the point right back.
Now the question will be what Fnatic does here. Will they go to the on their right through the houses to make their way around and push through the bridge, or will they try and go through the gut here, right where their tanks are located, just looking right at them? And you know, Taimu, he is just eager to get a grab and bring that person and let them drop to their inevitable doom. That's why he was hanging out so close to the edge there. But they are going to go through the houses and now push in through this bridge. And for Internet Hulk's Graviton Surge, this could just group everyone up real dangerously, and not what they really want, not the most ideal situation. There you go. He's going to grab a couple of them there, and the fight commences. Taimu, though, with the Ho-Ha goes in, Matt.
Some big kills there from Envy. You're going to see a hook come in. Vonethil's going to drop at the hands of Taimu. It's going to be Envy winning another one of these team fights. As there's just one more player left inside the point. That is Kusa. He's taken out. It's going to be Tailspin, though, just with his ult up for the side of Envy. Fnatic, they're going to have Buds with that Death Blossom, and Cool Matt with the Graviton Surge. Could combo that.
Yeah, you could combo it. It's very realistic, of course. You always have to deal with that Reinhardt shield, though, and look at that. You're going to have just the members of Fnatic pushing up. They are going to be buffed by Ana's Bionade, and grabs him right as he's going to go in for that charge there. So Stoop has to be frustrated with that. Internet Hulk will get the cleanup, though, and there goes the Graviton, but not much follow-up's going to come out of it. IDDQD gets just picked out of nowhere, and Taimu's hooks are absurd. You could pretty much make an entire montage based off his hooks from today alone. That's how incredible they've been.
They were so nasty versus Cloud9, and he's bringing that into this one against Fnatic. And maybe that's why they felt so confident in this. Maybe they knew he could kind of run this Roadhog, and he's actually going to get put to sleep. And you see Coolmac gets a barrier on IDQD to just keep him alive as they try and make their way across him. Bud's going to get nanoed. Coco going to get nanoed on the Envy side. Nice. He's going to use that Earth Shatter, knocks down 3 players. Big play there from Coco.
Coco went in, man. He did the work that is needed. Now there's going to be another Graviton Surge out there. Envy gets the clear, and there was so much going on, but the timing there from Coco, and was just waiting for Buds because he saw him shadow step in, or he saw him teleport in, excuse me, and just realized that, you know what, this has to be a Death Blossom play. Like, I need to just wait for him to do this. As soon as he got nano boosted, he waited for it, baited it, and got that slam down with the Earth Shatter and stopped
And not just that, lined up 2 other players in the process as well. So big play there from Coco. Talk about how, you know, Earth Shatter from Reinhardt and Maze Blizzard, 2 great ultimate abilities to slow down nano boosted targets. You see one of them come into play there.
That was awesome to see. Envy are going to go up 2-0. If they win this, they will take the map. And you know what, X, you were right. You said, I mean, I question your logic, and I'm so sorry. It did not mean.
How dare you?
How dare I?
How dare you?
You called it. You said they're going to go for this.
You should never question my logic.
Well, you know, your shoes are questionable. But you know what, though?
I'll give you that.
It's going to be a scuffle right away. Chips will manage to pick out the tank there. That's going to be significant damage done to Stoop for Chips to be able to get that kill. And now it's just going to be a matter of building out your ultimates yet again. Internet Hulk as well is interested in building up charge. Remember that Zarya's charge is going to be very effective here. This is not a battle that Envy could win. They're going to disengage for the time being and wait for the appropriate time to attack.
Yeah, now Fnatic's going to have that nano boost. IDDQD's going to have a pulse bomb, and Bud's actually going to have his Death Blossom. So they're pretty stacked here coming into this next fight See if Envy can bait any of those out, stack some ults up themselves, then potentially in the next fight, swing things in their favor.
And he sees it. There you go. And he's going to get that Death Blossom, but put to sleep right away. But because he got hit, he woke right back up. But Vods, though, he does just says, you know what, screw it. I'm going for the Death Blossom. He finds 2 for his trouble. And while he does have a little bit of health remaining, you got to give a shout out to his teammates for keeping him alive. His supports did their job, and you couldn't have asked for a better situation for Vods. He picks up 2, used the Death Blossom and Nano Boost. That's a huge win for them.
And it's so impressive from Fnatic, right? We talked about how great their DPSs are, but the supports, like just the amount of help that Vods and IDDQD get from Vonathil and Kusa is just unreal.
You know, we all tend to, whether you're watching, weekly tournaments, whether you're watching, E-League or Atlantic Showdown, whatever the case may be, it's always a focus on DPS characters because they really do bring the heat. But without a good team, without good supports, you can't do it.
The DPS characters are your wide receivers, and your support players are more like your offensive, defensive linemen.
That's actually a great comparison there. You're so smart, man. Yeah. You're so smart. They should pay you more. But Tailspin, by the way, finds 2, finds a 3rd, and that is going to be a clear for Envy as they pick this one up. They invested a lot into that push, but they needed to because it was 78% in, Matt. And now it's going to be Fnatic's time to attack.
I mean, this is kind of what Envy did on the first point, right? I mean, Fnatic took like a huge lead, and then Envy, once they got control, Fnatic just could not get the aggression up, could just not amp up the pace and just win some of those fights and get it back. So we'll see how it'll go for Fnatic this time as they're going to try and push towards the staircase.
There goes another health buff there as well. Looking to keep his teammates alive is going to be Chips. But look here, as the pin is going to come through. Internet Hulk, though, with a good shield, tries his absolute best to protect his teammates now. And he's going to find this is a big one, right? If you're going to be able to take out, oh, nice sleep dart. I was going to say, if you could take out Chips, you take out a lot of support here for Fnatic. But this is going to be another hold here for Envy, 43%. Good stop indeed. And they also have a Graviton Surge, and Chips has what Chips has, which is the ultimate.
Yeah, and it's going to be Tailspin getting close to that pulse bomb as well, but just look at the side of Fnatic. I mean, they are all lit up. Vods, Vonathil, Kusa, Coolman, and IDDQD, all with ultimates. There's going to be the Graviton coming in. It's going to be Tailspin getting the Nano here. He's going to use his pulse bomb. Doesn't get anything. Bud's going to be able to get 3. Bud's with a 4th. This should be one that Fnatic takes.
Fnatic will have this, and there's going to be one more fight, but look how much it was invested by Fnatic. They put everything into that fight, and it paid off. They do have Stoop with an Earth Shatter, so look for him to clear things out and give his teammates an opportunity to get those very clutch kills. But this is do or die time here for Fnatic. If they lose this, they lose the map, but they're in a prime position to be able to take this victory. Now we're going to be in overtime here. Tailspin trying to be a pain in the neck, but meanwhile, Fnatic are able to take out the support and the tank here, so that is not going to be a good look for them. IDDQD as well does have Pulse Bomb. Tailspin got it too. Tailspin finds 2, and those are going to be the 2 tanks as well. You're going to have a nano-boosted Tracer, which can cause a lot of problems. Kusa trying to stay up, and just a huge shout-out to Tailspin for how he's been able to survive in here, giving Coco and the rest of his team a chance to push up. They get control, and they're right back in the game.
And it was not just Tailspin. I mean, Harry Hook just did an incredible job staying alive as well. Drops the sound barrier and keeps Tailspin alive. I know those Lucio players always tricky to catch. It's like you're in the third-person perspective.
Oh, no, I mean, Tailspin and the Tracer zipping around like a crazy person, I'm old.
You do see. Now it's going to be Fnatic working their way onto the point. Fantastic hook there by Taimu, but it's going to be Coolman saving IDDQD with another barrier. Coolman's barriers have been on point playing Zarya. And we're going to see Taimu go whole hog. He's going to be able to get one. Just forces Coolman into the sky. See you later, buddy. And he's going to actually make his way back. Coolman just will not go down without a fight. Internet Hulk and Coco in the feed, picking up 1 apiece. It's going to be the Graviton coming in from Coolman. 99-99. Fnatic needs to get towards the point. It's going to be the Graviton of Internet Hulk keeping him out. Envy takes map number 2.
That was a great Graviton from Internet Hulk at the end there. You just put it down. They have to walk that way no matter what. And they end up giving up that map. And just really, what a game. What a game that was for Envy. Utter domination. Good job. Fnatic had good opportunities, but Envy just had an answer.
And here's what makes it interesting. Like looking forward, it's like you lose that control point 3-0, right? I mean, you know, the games are pretty close. EnVy has to make some fantastic comebacks, but really, it's like once EnVy gets control of the point, they don't give that control back up to Fnatic, right? I mean, you have Nepal still in, and EnVyUs. It's like, does Fnatic just like kind of default and pick Dorado here coming up next?
Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm thinking, you know, maybe, but then you kind of leave it to chance there with two controls. I honestly would get the control out of there, pick the one that you feel the most comfortable with, and just go from there, right? Maybe EnVyUs could work out in their favor, but I fear. I know this is like so newbie, but I actually fear what Taimu can do on the well. So with his hooks, man.
Do you have nightmares of the well?
Dude, the well. I mean, as a Zarya main, the well is my enemy. So I try not to play. I don't even bother.
Every time you go to invite me online now, I'm just gonna think like, well, if we get EnVyUs, it's like we're screwed. 'Cause Alex is just gonna. You're gonna be that guy that stands close to the well and just keeps getting sucked in.
Actually, I end up on EnVyUs because I don't care. I just pick Roadhog and do the same thing. I'm that guy. Oh, but you know what though, folks? And this play right here from Coco, I just want to say. That was such a sick play. The way that he was able to just read that Death Blossom and went right for it with the Earth Shatter, really, Coco had a great showing in this matchup. It was a team effort 100%, you know, talking about Harry Hook keeping Tailspin alive numerous times. Chips with some great reads with the with buffing you know, his teammates with the Bionade, and at the same time going in and nerfing his teammates, nerfing Fnatic. Now the chat's gonna spam nerfing. But yeah, I just think that there was so much going on, and Fnatic picks Dorado. You know, I don't disagree with this. You know, maybe they just felt like if they win, they could
the writing was on the wall. I mean, they dominate the first map. That's like a payload, right? I mean, they stop EnVy from even getting the payload, right? No hybrid map. And right there in Lijiang, I mean, EnVy just ran over them.
Yeah, no point playing the same one again.
Yeah, no, there's no point to going back to the same type of game mode. It's like, go back to what worked. The scary part is they lose this. It's like, well, it's a toss-up. Do I want to go to EnVyUs? Do I want to go to Nepal? Like, it's like you're going back to control point. You probably don't feel good with either at that point.
I mean, I don't think, obviously, Fnatic played hard on King's Row, and it showed, right? But you don't really go into it saying, like, you know, you're going to just stop them on the first point, right? Like, and to be 100% frank, throughout this competition, that's very rarely happened. So I don't think that was, like, something that Fnatic would bank on. I just think that they know that they are going to play their coordinated game here, and guys like Vods will be able to shine just like he did on King's Row. So
they can play a little bit more patient. They can stack those ultimates. You know, they can
play their game.
Exactly. Play their game. To almost feel like control is just not the pace of the game they want to play.
Potentially, right? But remember, the analysts did say that, you know, control maps, that Fnatic, you know, they do really well at them. So I don't know. I mean, I could be misquoting them here, unless I'm crazy. And you know,
you've been known to misquote a few times.
Oh, shut up, Matt. Okay, you're literally the worst. Like, can I get like Anders up here or someone, please? Anyway, folks, if you're just joining us here, the series is tied at 1-1. EnVy did take the control, but now we're going to be making our way over to a payload map. That map will be Dorado, and we'll see how this one.
Say it one more time.
Dorado. You got to roll your tongue. Okay, that's how it works. You know, it's like
I just say Dorado.
Well, we know. We are fully aware.
Yeah.
You know, fully aware. You have no, you know, spice in your life.
Yeah, there's no inflections for me right there.
No, none of that.
I just can't do what you do, Alex. It's
none
extremely
of that.
difficult. But we can talk about the game a little bit. Yeah, Fnatic on the defensive side, you're going to have Vods just locking in that Reaper. It's pretty much what we see all the time. IDDQD is going to go with McCree. So we saw what he did against NRG with McCree. Just some fantastic shots he was putting down. He's going to bring that out here on Dorado. And it'll be interesting if EnVy locks their comp in. This will be Tailspin on Pharah and Harry Hook on Mercy. We've seen EnVy go to this time and time again throughout the tournament. Seen a lot on Nubani throughout the weekend. I kind of like to see Pharah and Mercy back. It's an awesome combo.
You know, funny enough, you and I, we were both talking with C-Moose in the back. C-Moose, the manager and also a caster for competitive Overwatch. I'm sure many fans will know who C-Moose is, and he was actually talking about the Pharah Mercy combo and how it could work out pretty well here, especially with, you know, how this comp plays out, right? And for Tailspin, I mean, Tailspin's one of the best Pharahs, period. So if anyone's going to be able to hit these shots and really punish them, it will be Tailspin.
Yeah, I mean, with a lot of these teams going, you know, a little more tank heavy, you have Mei in the meta. You know, Pharah fits it right in there as a good counter.
Ooh, but Tailspin gets focused right away, and IDDQD punishes him for that. Vonafil clears out Taimu, and that's going to be a brilliant stop here for Fnatic. Look at this. They pretty much just clear the board. It's going to be blue all day, and that will be a retreat there from the last remaining member of EnVy. And Fnatic are going to be able to win this one, and they have ults to boot. Custa is going to have that nano boost, and IDDQD with Deadeye. So look for him to potentially zone him out when the action gets hot and heavy.
It's like you got to deal with him so fast on McCree. Like if you just let him just comfortably like sit all the way in that back, just start doing damage, knocking down headshots, you're just not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, and for Tailspin, this is dangerous. I could see that Deadeye coming out here. There you go. You heard it right there, but he nailed them with a rocket, and I'm sure that is not what IDDQD had planned. But Tailspin, though, on the move. A Graviton Surge is going to come down as well, but Tailspin doesn't care because he's just going to shoot him up into the air, and because of that boost, brings him right over to the other side, and the Ana Sleep Dart stops Stoop right in his tracks. There was pretty much nothing he could do in that situation, and I have to say this has been an excellent push here, and finally they're able to get this stop. Tailspin did throw down his ultimate though, and now a res, and that is why you have the Mercy. Res and keep the good times rolling here, but here comes Vods trying to be a pain in the neck.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, the Mercy uses a res right there. They know players from Fnatic are coming off the spawn, just wanted to get everybody up as soon as possible to deal with that. Didn't want to have to go and try and break again, and EnVy gets to the point. Now they will start advancing. Chips just gets that nano. See if he gives it to Tailspin again. I mean, we've seen him give it to Taimu on McCree, so you know, EnVy getting a little bit creative here, you know, using that nano more than just, you know, Reaper in the tanks.
Yeah, I like that a lot. You know, coming into this weekend, we thought that we were going to see the 3-3, and oh my goodness, this is not good. They were pretty much in a bad spot there. But Taimu actually with a brilliant flank, knowing that he was going to have ult pop up in a little bit, and just look at that, the damage being done. Taimu backing away, Cool Matt knowing that that was just not a battle he did not want to pursue. Now they continue to make progress here with the payload, and you know what? This is a fight that Fnatic could win. They have the ult advantage, but Tailspin though, with that Pharah nano boosted, will get shut down. Cool Matt and Vods are able to win him. Harry Hook doing his best to keep his teammates alive and so close to that res, but it will not matter here. Fnatic will win that.
You're going to have Cool Matt and IDDQD with their ults for this next fight for Fnatic. On the side of EnVy, you're going to have that res. We'll see how Harry Hook elects to play, you know, because obviously, you know, Mercy usually directly connected to Pharah. She gets caught before she can use their res. That's something obviously EnVy would not want. So maybe we see, you know, Harry hide a little bit, then potentially pop out, use that res, maybe bait out some of the ults on the side of Fnatic.
Yeah, also just want to note there as well, Vods had a plan, and he's using his taunt to look around the corner here to see if anyone was pushing up, which was a really good plan there. I've been seeing him do it quite a bit, but here comes Vods, but he has no health to work with. And Stoop, this is more of a traditional nano boost of what we've seen leading up to this event, where Reinhardt will get the nano, and he makes good use of it, Stoop. So this is a good fight here for Fnatic, as they are just looking to section out Taimu here. I can't really see him getting away from that one, but now there comes the tried and true Winston of Internet Hulk, and Sleep darted right there. That has to be frustrating for Stoop, but you know what? He's just gonna keep on swinging and keep on doing what he can. Fortunately for him, unfortunately, he falls.
And it is just like Internet Hulk and Chips Alive. They nano Internet Hulk, and Chips hit that sleep dart, and they were able to get control of the payload back for EnVy, and now the payload is moving, and that one looked like it was totally going in Fnatic's favor, but there's two individual amazing plays.
I wonder what Internet Hulk is looking for here. Maybe he pops up and rages, which seems like that was the game plan. Did he pop it? Yes, he did. But Tailspin finds him. Taimu, Tailspin working in tandem together. Buds will fall as well, and that is going to be a checkpoint for Envy. Good work from them.
Now Fnatic, they don't have any of their ults to work with. I mean, you're going to have Vonethil very close to the sound barrier here. The side of Envy, though, I mean, you really don't have much to work with either. Just kind of looking through some of the players. I mean, you're getting close to the nano boost, so you get that. Do you potentially save it? I mean, you do have 2 minutes and 45 seconds here. It's going to be Chips taking out Vonethil. So Vonethil, the only one on Fnatic at the time. Actually, he's 99%, so close. His ult, it's going to be a nano coming in. Tailspin, 5 HP, trying to stay alive with the nano. It's going to put down some more rockets up top, but not get anything done.
Oh, I mean, you know, a huge shout out to Harry Hook for keeping his teammate alive and just waiting for it, and is able to do so. Now he's got to get to his teammates, and look at that. You know, I mean, really, Coco keeping Harry Hook alive with that bubble. It's the little things in life that you just got to appreciate. Tailspin on the move. Rockets are going to be in hand, and he's going to have his rocket barrage in a little bit, get striked up, but the sleep dart at the most clutch moment is going to keep Tailspin in this one, and maybe, just maybe, that could have played out a little bit different, but who knows, right? Whole hog as well. It seems like Buds just had enough of these shenanigans, and look above, they're going to do the pharmacy combo where they're just going to hang above and wait for that opportunity to push out. Here comes the rocket barrage waiting for them, and that is going to be a capture. Envy will take it. 3 points here. That was beautifully done, and they have a minute 46 to boot.
It's just like Envy, you kind of feel like they're out of these fights, and then, like, you know, their supports are so good at keeping, you know, guys like Internet Hulk alive and, you know, Coco alive, and they're just able to just sustain for long enough to the rest of their teammates get back and just come up with some amazing plays.
Wow, that was an emotional game, emotional roller coaster, if you will. So much went on that one. But the players are going to think about what they're going to do moving into this next round here. You're going to have Fnatic. This was Fnatic's pick, keep in mind, folks. So they felt comfortable on Dorado. They felt like they could take payload. Maybe they can, you know, but the defense really was just some clever, clever picks from Envy. And Tailspin with that Pharah, man, just really doing a lot of work there for his team. Really, though, again, I'm just going to give a huge shout out to Harry Hook and Chips, because Harry Hook with Mercy just kept that team in the fight. And if you are Fnatic, that had to be frustrating.
Yeah, and it's you know, Fnatic, they potentially, you know, you could have brought up, you wouldn't even use like a Mei in a situation like that against Pharah, right? I mean, Pharah is pretty good against Mei, so it's a kind of difficult combo to stop Pharah Mercy one. I mean, you just really need your spree to just really knock down those shots, but it's so difficult because he's, you know, doing damage on Pharah, directly healed by Mercy. Mercy's getting her res off of that. Pharah is not dropping, so it's a very difficult combination to deal with.
Yeah, and in that particular situation, it was more McCree, you know, IDDQD, who was looking for those picks, but it just wasn't really happening, right? And I think that's just because Tailspin understands the kit of Pharah so well, and was just knocking people out. And also that one rocket there in the plaza, that was so filthy. Oh man, that was awesome. But anyway, here we go, folks. It's time for the attacking team Fnatic. It's their turn. Let's see what they're going to be able to do here, Matt.
Yeah, now Fnatic, obviously, you know, they're going to go with IDDQD on Tracer, and Bud's going to be running the Reaper. You're still going to have Coolman on Zarya. This is pretty much the standard from what we've been seeing from them throughout this tournament on the attacking side of things. Envy's going to bring out a Mei here on Tailspin. So we've seen this from them. It's Taimu on Roadhog, and then you're going to have Tailspin on Mei. And now Tailspin just going to try and separate the members of Fnatic. You're going to have Taimu trying to get those early first picks with the hook.
Yeah, and also bear in mind, right, Blizzard is just an excellent crowd control tool. So Tailspin, realizing this wasn't going to end too well there, so went into his, you know, little hobble there. But now IDDQD is going to be just all over them and trying to get behind enemy lines. See a couple of the tanks pushing up, and this is where the fight's going to take place, right at the center of the square. IDDQD wants to get in there, but you know what? You just have to be so careful when going up against Taimu, because his hook is so incredible. Now on the move, and you saw Taimu actually just hook Vonethil there, so that means they lose out on their support. And while, of course, that works out well for Envy, Fnatic still very much in this. IDDQD, we've seen what this guy is capable of doing in the past, but I think he realizes when a fight is lost and backs away.
Yeah, he's just trying to play his life. A little high there, hey, bud. But not working out there for Fnatic in the first fight. It's going to be Vods, though, with that Death Blossom combined with Kusta. Look for that combination. On the side for Envy, though, to counter it, they do have Tailspin's Blizzard. So look to see if you see the Nano Reaper come in, that Blizzard come down.
They're going to block that entrance there, so they're not going to allow them to come back out, even though there was a portion of the back they could do. It's all time wasting, really, when you think about it. All right, Vods, see what you could do here, buddy, as he will have, let's see here, he's going to have Kusta with the Nano Boost. I think he's just waiting for that one. And they're holding this one off because they realize they have time to work with. And I think he's hoping for Vonathil to give him that speed boost so they could just fly right in. He could potentially Death Blossom and just catch them all within the sphere of death that is that ultimate.
I mean, you could be waiting for the Graviton as well. I mean, cool, Matt, 90%, but the time that you've waited all this long, I mean, Envy, they have stacked up most of their ults as well, and it's going to be Tailspin using that Blizzard. It's going to freeze the Reinhardt Stoops, and he's going to be able to keep his life. IDQD comes in, cleans up Mace, saves Stoops' life, but it's going to be Internet Hulk, Parry Hook, and Coco in the kill feed for Envy.
Yeah, and Vods couldn't get anything going there. He ended up falling at the start of that fight, and because of that, that would be a failed attempt there. Kusta also lost that Nano. And Envy, man, well, they're just showing up big time here. They're stopping them.
I mean, you do still have Cool Man with the Graviton. You still have the Death Blossom as well. But a minute to go. Fnatic needs to get going here, Alex. They need to figure this out. They need to break this defensive setup of Envy.
This is going to be a big fight here. Can they do it is going to be the question. Taimu looking to get some hooks potentially. And a Graviton Surge is going to be dropped as well. Let's see how this works out. Vods manages to find two. IDQD on Tailspin, and that is going to be heartbreaking for them. But you know what? Fnatic continues this progress, and they get it. Envy thought that they were going to be able to hold it off, but it was only a matter of time before Fnatic got themselves right back into the driver's seat here of this payload and took it to the checkpoint.
Yeah, and IDQD switches off of Tracer, goes over to McCree. Is able to provide a little bit more long-range, consistent damage, and it definitely helps Fnatic out there.
Yeah, and I think Taimu, when he was on that bridge, was hoping that he can get the support or maybe drag someone out of the equation, right? Of course, that's what the hook is known for. And in a position like that, where you have the team attacking underneath that bridge, that would have been a really good play. Just really couldn't find what he was looking for there. Cool Matt trying to put some pressure above and get him off, but not really going to happen as they continue this. And you see what the high ground can do here for teams. They're waiting for a prime opportunity. There it goes, oh, Coco Crisp just right in there and just giving them the business. But it won't really be all that much just yet, though, as Kusta and the crew are still very much in this one. Kusta's just trying to continue to build up on build up on the Nano Boost, build up on ult. Envy, though, able to pick up two.
Yeah, and it was also doing a good job of keeping Stoop alive, but right there, the Ana nade from the side of Envy. No more healing coming in on Stoop from a distance. So now Envy, they're going to back out here, try and take that high ground yet again. They do have the Deadeye on Taimu. Coco has the Earth Shatter and Chips is getting close to that Nano. You have IDQD for the side of Fnatic. He has the Nano, the Deadeye as well. They're still waiting on their Nano. Now Vods 53% away from his Death Blossom. So you think, once you get that Reaper ult, you end up using that in combination.
Oh boy,
your others, but
waiting for it.
Yeah.
He's not going to get it.
He's not going to get anybody though.
They were already too committed onto the balcony there for them to do anything with it. But Envy, though, they are able to get those clears, and that is going to leave IDQD alone on the other side of the map here with Kusta. And they know exactly where he is. So they're just like, hey, let's just go ahead and, fight them. I mean, they're going to keep them off of a spawn rotation, too, so probably that works out for them. But Kusta still able to stay alive there, which is really impressive. And Taimu just backing away, realizing, you know what, my teammate's taking care of business over there. That's going to keep a DPS player and a support player out of the fight. Let's now get right back to business, which is putting the pressure on these three players.
Yeah, and I mean, Envy knows that there's at least one player from Fnatic. They're spawning up now. It's going to take a while for them to get back. Taimu putting down shots, but here comes Winston right at his face. Envy doing a very nice job putting down that damage on the Cool Matt. And with 20 seconds left, Alex, Fnatic again with their backs against the wall.
This is it, one final push, and EnVy's gonna go right back for it again, and they have a lot to work with. Harry Hook can simply just initiate with this sound barrier if he wanted to, or save it for the absolute dire moment, but Internet Hulk, look for him to be the guy with the plan, because he has that Graviton Surge, and Tailspin could get the big bang down there. There goes the Graviton, and you should be hearing, there it goes right there. Tailspin picks up 2, and Taimu doesn't even need to use the Death Blossom. That's gonna be a wrap. EnVy's gonna take it 3-1. They are going to be up in this series.
And man,
and that was Fnatic's pick.
Yeah, that was not a good one for Fnatic. Back-to-back wins there for EnVy in this series. After a very good map number 1 for Fnatic. EnVy 1 game away from putting themselves in the grand finals Friday night on TBS.
Can't believe it. This is going to be one of the biggest finals in Overwatch's short history here as a competitive title.
It's like a game like I feel like just came out.
I know, right? And they're going to be playing on TV, right? Both of these teams, either one of these teams. Of course, folks, we are going to have a day off tomorrow because our European teams are going to be flying in, and then we get right back at it again Wednesday and Thursday. So, of course, start times are going to be exactly the same. If you've been joining us here for the Americas action, make sure you do so for the European games, because those are certainly going to be very exciting to watch. And here's Taimu. Look at this here. He does find 2 with that, but look at just the sheer amount of insanity that was going on at that time, right? That was just some beautiful play there. You had a rocket barrage above. It was absolutely awesome to see EnVy execute the way they did on their push.
I mean, that was a lot of ults right there for EnVy. You saw the rocket barrage. You saw the Denai come out from Taimu. Now, get a tweet. Cassandra.
That's right. Well, you know what, Cassandra? I got you covered, okay? I think support players, they deserve more love. I know the hype is always centered around the DPS players, and even right now, it's the tank players.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Alex.
Support all day, man.
I like watching the characters that do damage.
Yeah, because you're a filthy casual.
I like watching the characters that do damage.
It's just.
But I do love.
You should tell everyone you love Lucio.
I love all support players, though.
You should tell everyone how much you enjoy playing.
Now when I go home and I play, and somebody will recognize my name, it's like, no, I'm not playing support for that guy. Screw that guy. I think that guy plays support. I love all you support players.
You act like people are going to recognize your name.
Yeah, if you're the last person to lock in on my team, please go Lucio. Anyway.
Oh, boy. There was just so many highlights from that game on both the Fnatic and EnVy side there, but it really was EnVy in the driver's seat doing some excellent work. Internet Hulk on this play in particular was just brilliant in sectioning off the support. They had no ability to fight back there, especially against a very aggressive Internet Hulk. And really, it was EnVy's, and we had noted this before, their aggression, the way they commit to plays that worked out so well for them.
It's just the aggression with like just the fast coordination, and look at the prize pool, remind you guys what these players are battling it out for. 300K overall on the line. First place, $100,000. Second, $32,000. Third and fourth, going to get $24,000 each, and then 5 through 8 going to get $18K. A lot of money on the line.
As Rachel would say, a lot of Skrilla.
Oh, that's right. 3 of us that have fully committed to the Skrilla.
I have not committed. I am quoting what Rachel said, not me. I am not that, and I will never be.
No, Rachel, you think you have a good friend in Alex, but
well,
I don't know.
Just threw me under the bus for like one of my longtime friends. You're the worst. Literally the worst.
I just wanted to show the other side.
God. Well, look here, folks. If you're just joining us, this final has been great so far. EnVy will be in the lead 2-1 as we get ready for Nepal, which will be our next map. And let's talk about what we saw today. We kicked the day off with an awesome series between NRG and Liquid that you and I got to cast, my friend. It went the distance.
Yeah, rematch of a group play match, and NRG this time gets the better of Team Liquid. Method versus Cloud9 was very close. Method, I became a big fan of those guys over the weekend, just not able to take out Cloud9. Very talented team, and then this is how EnVy got there by besting Cloud9 3-1.
Yeah, and then Fnatic were able to dominate NRG 3-0, our only clean sweep of the day. But just to kind of go back to Method, huge shout out to Sexy Exy, the one and only. And I hope he's watching right now. I just think he's awesome. I was like, dude,
I think Snow is awesome as well. Man.
Oh,
could
no, it's great.
could use a little bit of a trim,
No, not
a
at
little
all.
bit of a cleanup, but
I disagree wholeheartedly.
I'm still a fan though.
Listen, you have like
Yeah.
Macklemore's haircut, so no, it is not
Yeah.
happening.
Anyway.
I do not encourage a trim.
Alex, run the paw. Focus up a little bit. Game 4 here. Envy versus Fnatic, the NA regional final. Both of these teams want to earn that awesome spot in the grand final Friday night on TBS, and Envy 1 game away from cementing their spot.
This is a lot to play for, right? For Fnatic, the pressure's on. I want to see a Game 5. I want them to fight back here. Let's make this one a series. But Envy, man, you know, you just look at what they brought to the table at Lijiang Tower. They gave them nothing, nothing to work with. And while, of course, Fnatic did have opportunities to be able to come up huge and capture the point, and look at that hook there right away. And you see the beam there from Coco just trying to support. Bye-bye, Stoop. Try again. And here comes Taimu with the hook. That is the thing I love about watching Taimu play. Again, can someone please cut up a montage of this dude's hook?
Harry in the break heard us talking about supports. He opens things up with a double boop off the map. Bonathil's going to drop the hook from Taimu. Envy.
Was there a boop?
Continuing, yeah, oh yeah, he got 2 of them.
Oh, sweet.
And he got now it's going to be Envy in control of the point. Just kind of continuing their dominance from the previous control point. Matt, Lijiang Tower, like you were mentioning, they won the first 3. Just swept Fnatic. But the rounds were close as see both teams setting up here for a fight.
And this is that could have been potentially a good push here, but I feel like Envy, they're you know, they know exactly what they want to do. They have a sound barrier. Tailspin moves in. He's able to take out the Reinhardt, and Cool Matt's going to be in an interesting spot, surrounded by players. And there comes Taimu one more time with a hook. This man's a savage. He just has not today. Cool Matt stops him in his tracks.
Now Coco's going to have the Graviton. Internet Hulk has his ultimate as well. Taimu's going to have whole hog, so now Envy is starting to get some utility to work with here. Just going to make these holds even easier.
Well, see what Envy capable of doing as Fnatic gears up for their next attack. IDQD is going to throw down that pulse bomb and is able to get Coco. That means that Zarya shield's not going to be available, and we've seen how effective that could be. Tailspin, though, on the move, dealing with Stoop here, and he honestly, it's Tailspin. Never mind. Vods comes in with the triple. Stoop with the stop on Taimu. They said, we don't want to hear your analysis of this one, Golden Boy. We just want to get this point, and that was beautifully done.
I feel like every time things go out of control for Fnatic, like Bud's like, I have Death Blossom. It's like, okay, go. Like here's Nano, go, and he makes a big play there, takes out 3, swings the point back in Fnatic's favor, but Envy did a ton of damage right there at 73%. Coco still has that Graviton to work with. You're actually going to hear it come out. He's going to use the Graviton, lock these players for Fnatic on the point.
Well, Tailspin's going to have pulse bomb, so look out for that. That could be a clean kill on a tank if they're not careful. But Buds, though, really dealing with this Winston here. There's so much going on, but somehow Buds is able to come out through the chaos and keep this one going for his team, despite the fact that Envy is put presence on the map. And, you know, you said it once, and I really just have to iterate how just Buds, he's like, ultimate, let's go. And Death Blossom, I'm just going to handle this problem my way. And he did so. They hold it yet again. And now they're meeting him at the front door.
It's just fantastic team play. They just know how important he is to this lineup, and they do a fantastic job just making sure he stays alive.
All right, well, this is, look at that, Tailspin. He just gets right there to try and be a pain in the neck. And now Bud's moving in. They're just going to partake in so many kills. And this is looking phenomenal here for Fnatic. They are so close to creeping up on the scoreboard and getting themselves back in this game.
Yeah, and you have no ultimates, though, on the side of Fnatic to work with. Tailspin is going to have that pulse bomb, and Fnatic going to play a little bit further back, not going to play up by the doors. They take the lead here in the first point.
Well, you know what, though? They are going to have Custa with a, there you go. Custa has the nano boost, so that is going to come in handy here in a little bit. And I think that was not a...
That was definitely not intended for Lucio.
No, not at all. I wouldn't imagine. But, you know, you just got to make do with it because Vonathil's going to be able to get the kill. Now, here comes Buds with a Death Blossom one more time, but it won't be needed for that one. But now it will be needed. Bud's looking for it, but gets put to sleep right away. And then Internet Hulk dives on him with the Winston. Does substantial amount of damage. Harry Hook Hook and Winston working together. Harry Hook trying to heal and speed boost when he can. This is it's an attempted flip here for Fnatic, and they managed to get so. Harry Hook and the crew realized that they just needed to back away. They have time to get back into that point and fight.
Yeah, and Harry Hook's getting very close to that sound barrier. It's going to be Tailspin opening things up, though. Taking out Vondathil on the side of Fnatic, that's a huge kill. Taking out one of the other team's supports, and now EnVy works towards the point. It's going to be Fnatic on 99. EnVy takes the point right back.
They get this cap, and this could very well be the round here. I really can't see how they can come back. They're so far away, and that's going to do it, folks. GG on that first round. EnVy's going to take it again, and it does remind me a little bit of Li Jiang, how that first one panned out, because Fnatic looked good. They had good control, and then a battle ensued, a good team fight that tipped
Well, for a while, you thought it was going to be the opposite, right? I mean, in the first control we saw, it was Li Jiang. Fnatic would get control, EnVy would break, not give it up. That time we saw EnVy get control early, Fnatic took it back, and then for a while you're like, oh, you know, Fnatic's doing a fantastic job, Vods is pushing out, being aggressive, picking up these kills. And then as soon as they fell back and let EnVy in, just gave EnVy a little bit of map control, EnVy just took the point right back.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of like one particular moment there that would stick out to me as something that, you know, Fnatic, maybe if they would have just done a little bit better, but I really can't, you know? It just felt like EnVy, they had everything going for them in that battle, and because of that, that's why they were able to get that point to open things up here. But here we go now. Taimu again looking for those hooks. Remember, folks, if EnVy wins this, they will move on to the finals, the grand finals, against the winner of the European side of our bracket. Taimu, though, gets pinned down, and Stoop is trying to just stay alive here, courtesy of that Bionade coming out from his Ana. Stoop, though, gets pinned against the wall, and Coco, no one puts Coco in a corner because he's going to fight right back. And I love that fire strike there. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, now Coco's going to get very close to his Earth Shatter, and you know, Chips was doing a fantastic job. He was actually doing a great job, you know, applying shots with Ana to heal his teammates, also doing a bunch of damage there at the beginning. So Chips just showing how versatile Ana is, and here comes Fnatic, fast as lightning, coming out of the top, trying to take control of the high ground, and it's going to be Coco actually lands his Earth Shatter, going for the Ana in the back, but it's going to be the enemy Earth Shatter coming in, taking him down. He's going to have to be forced to back up. Stoop is going to pick him up. Big kills here coming in for Fnatic.
Fnatic looking to get right back into this one, not give EnVy enough time to be able to get a substantial amount of points on the board, and that is exactly what's going to happen here. So looking on each side, though, Harry Hook is going to have his sound barrier, as well as Vondathil, Custa, and Coolmat will have ults, and Buds is going to get that Death Blossom, and oh boy, we've seen what he's done before with the Death Blossom.
So they have control of the point, they have control in terms of, you know, ultimate abilities. This is one where you should see Fnatic able to wipe EnVy, and here comes Buds nanoed. You're going to see the Graviton come in as well. It's going to be Fnatic taking the fight to EnVy.
Buds looking for an opportunity to just use it, and I think he may have found it here if he can get right behind him. Oh, nice! Stopping the sound barrier from dropping, because Lucio has to jump up and then connect with the ground in order for him to do that. And you know what? Those little plays right there, you got to appreciate. Buds right in the nick of time. It could have panned out in a completely different way, but Buds, brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, EnVy sneaks by and takes control of the point, and they're just trying to sustain on it, but Fnatic falls back, gets control of the point yet again. But look at what EnVy has to work with now. Now they have their own nano, they have an Earth Shatter. Here comes...
Oh, here
it
comes.
comes.
Hold that, homie. And he manages to get Vondathil, Stoop, and Custafada. Coco with the nano boost is just shredding here. Buds can't stay alive. IDDQD. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? That is going to be a flip for EnVy, and they're right back in it.
And you can see as soon as Internet Hulk's Graviton went out and the route that Tailspin was taking, he was coming on the flank, gonna use that Pulse Bomb, that big combo. We've seen so many things go well with the Graviton Surge, the ultimate is Zarya, able to use a lot of, you know, the attack characters, the offensive heroes, you know, the DPS characters, as we like to call them, abilities.
Remember, Bud still has that Death Blossom. I just really can't see him getting into a position where he could use it, though. IDDQD's going to fall, and Buds gets put asleep right away, and that is precious time wasted with that nano boost. He has to get up as soon as he possibly can, and I don't think he's going to be able to take advantage of it. But you know what? He will have teammates there to support him. Buds takes out Internet Hope. That's going to be a Zarya that will fall, but Coco is all over him. Swing away, Coco. Swing away. He gets a double for his trouble, and that is going to be another hold from EnVy. They're one step closer from taking this, Matt.
Yeah, and Taimu now on McCree, so it goes from Roadhog over to McCree. He's going to have that Deadeye. Could use that to just hold the members of Fnatic back. They're not going to want to push out as soon as he activates this.
And there's Taimu. He's waiting for a prime opportunity to use it and see if he can find something, and he's able to take out Coolmat, which means, again, that shield. And look at the flash. It stops Bud's Death Blossom, the one that he's been holding on for such a long time. Not much you could do with that. He's going to go down. That was a clutch flash from Taimu. Could have gone a completely different way. They get the clear, and that is going to be GG on round two.
And just the accuracy from Taimu, like when IDDQD is right around the corner, like Tracer is such a tiny character, just able to just knock down that one headshot. Taimu, some absolutely sick McCree play.
The Taimu-nator. That's what I'm going with. The Taimu-nator. Yeah. If there's one guy who could pull off a dad joke, it's me, Captain Corny. I could do it.
And I mean, just I'm not even acknowledging that joke happened. But just look, I mean, the guys on EnVy are just so confident. I mean, here in the studio, you can see just really energetic. You know, everyone's just kind of laughing, having a good time. You look over at the guys from Fnatic, just silence, just stunned right now. They'll have such a fantastic run so far this weekend. They've been very good, but EnVy just displaying while they are one of, if not the best Overwatch team in the world.
Can I just say, by not acknowledging it, you acknowledged it. Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
All right, so could this be it? It's time for round three. If Fnatic take this, we will go to round four, and they are going to be still in this competition, but EnVy has had other plans when it's come to control. Vonathil just will not be able to stay alive there. That is going to be a significant loss as they just drop their support. Coolmat with Roadhog. I don't think you'll be able to stay alive. And just look at the way Taimu moves. Bam the hammer, homie. Do what you got to do. Custa's in a bad spot. Taimu deals with them with ease, and he just moves in there and gives them the business.
Dude, he's a bad man.
I'm telling you, man.
That dude, he is nasty. Taimu,
he's one of the
picking up some
players
big kills there, and he's gonna have his Deadeye already. Chip's getting very close to his Nano. He just gets it now. On the side for Fnatic, I mean, they have nothing. He's gonna see Kus actually, he's gonna be running Zenyatta, so trying to get those Discord orbs on the opponents, make it a little easier for his DPS characters to take them out.
And Vods falls, and you know, again, when you lose a Reaper like that, and I can't believe it, he gets hooked in midair, but because of the elevation, he's able to back away, and Coolmat couldn't finish up the kill, drops the flash, and they're able to stop Coolmat yet again. That is frustrating.
And it's kind of cool to jump on with Ana, and you can see, you know, some of the damage she does at range right there. You know, such a versatile hero. She's able, you know, to obviously have a game-changing ultimate. You know, her grenade very effective. Obviously, you know, limiting the healing of the opponents when it connects with them. You know, healing her own teammates. Obviously, her sleep dart. Ana can just use so many things in her toolkit to sway the game in her team's favor.
Yeah, even that buff is going to look to keep the teammates alive. Transcendence is going to be out as well, but oh, she is going to get focused. Luckily, that sound barrier is going to give her a lot of help to work with now. And Coco once again just swinging away, and that is going to be another clear for EnVy. They're going to be 70% in, and one has to wonder, can Fnatic even break through this shield that EnVy have put up?
And what we've seen teams use to break quite often is a Nano player. I mean, what has Fnatic done to just kind of break these setups? Just use that Nano Reaper, and right now they do not have the Ana. They do not have the Reaper, so you see no options for them. Tailspin connects with a Pulse Bomb, taking out Coolmat. It's not looking good for Fnatic as EnVy is 10 ticks away from winning this.
Coolmat has been neutralized this whole game here, and I'm sure for him that has to be frustrating, because every opportunity he's had has just been stopped in its tracks, and that is going to be overtime here, folks. Will EnVy move on to the next round? They're going to be so close, but it is going to get refreshed. Here comes one more player, but I think that could very well be it, unless Coolmat can finally have an opportunity, but he gets put to sleep, dragged away. Vonathil trying to do something halfway there. Another reset's going to come out, though, and that is going to be Vods, who is on Tracer, gets stopped immediately, and that'll do it. EnVy is moving to the grand finals, where they will compete against the winner of the European side of the bracket on TBS. Wow. What a series, X.
Yeah, EnVy just displaying their dominance here. You see just how talented they are. Every facet of the game, their support players are unbelievable. We've seen what Taimu and Tailspin can do. You know, Internet Hulk and Coco on the tanks. Just a very well-rounded team. Definitely a team that deserves it. And, you know, Fnatic, it's a very tough loss. They've had an